Hey, good people. It's your instructor, Yvette Madison again. Just want to come to you and go over with you a little bit about your part in functioning as a student facilitator. So you should have by now thought about a topic that you would be interested in researching. And again, the topic is based around, the title of this course, race, class, gender, sexuality, and also looking at it from four perspectives, I should say, whether it is the social construction of it, the economic impact, legislation and policy, or everyday discrimination and interaction. So your job as a student facilitator, as I stated in the introduction video, you're going to be working in a group, whether it's going to be a group of 2 people or a group of 3 people, but you're going to be working in a group to research information and then to present the information that you found on the topic. The way that you are going to be presenting your information is going to be with a 10 to 15 minute video. Now, when you're doing your research, let me back up a little bit. You can use whatever resources you would like to have. You can use magazines, popular website, news articles, anything that is going to be bringing information to you about that specific topic that you're working on. Now, each person in the group is responsible to prepare and participate and research this topic and to bring information that's going to be shared in the presentation. When you're recording your presentation, you basically want to do this kind of as a round robin or a round table discussion where you each are presenting information and then just discussing it a little bit. You're giving us a very concise story and information so that we can then participate in your discussion as we go to the discussion post. So the first place that I want you to start with this topic or with this project as a student facilitator is to first identify your topic. After you've identified your topic with your partner or group members, you're then going to determine what sociological perspective it is you're going to be looking at, whether it is structural functional, symbolic interaction, or social conflict. I'm hoping, good people, that y'all remember what those are. Structural functional, that macro level perspective, looking at all the bits and pieces that come together and help society to function as a whole. Being mindful that those pieces that come together are your independent variables, and the way society functions is your dependent variable. Structural functional is also, not structural functional, I just said that. Social conflict is also your macro level perspective. Social conflict, be mindful, good people, it's not about having a physical battle, but it is about the inequality in society, the haves versus the have-nots. Who is oppressed? Who is the oppressor? And then symbolic interaction is that micro level perspective. From symbolic interaction, looking at how people make sense of the world around them, how they interact in society around them. Being mindful, good folks, think about the independent variables that weigh in on how we make sense of what we value, what we believe in, that then determines how we interact in society. Okay, so your first part is identifying your topic. Secondly, with your group members, you're going to identify the sociological perspective that you're going to study. Then you, along with your group members, are going to research information. It can be, like I said, with any resources available to you. You can look at it from a local perspective, local, state, federal, and even global, to bring some good information to the table. You are then also going to look at some academic resources, just so that you can have a balance, of the information that you're presenting, and then research that may have been done on that perspective. If you want to use personal interviews, you can gather information from family members and friends. Doing this research, y'all, is all up to you. I want you to be as creative as you need to be in order to find information to present the way that you want to have it presented to your peers in this course. Now, as I stated, you're going to be having a video presentation of this. That video will be no longer than 10 to 15 minutes. Every group member must have their cameras on during the recording of this video. So, good people, if that means you have to change your bedroom furniture, if you have to clean off the kitchen table, hey, if you got to sit in the car, by whatever means necessary, have your camera on, all right? When you're having your camera on, make sure that someone, whoever schedules the Zoom meeting, because you're going to be able to use Zoom to do this, y'all. So whoever schedules the Zoom meeting, make sure that you record that session so that you can then upload it to me, or upload it, I should say, into the assignment link that will be provided. Now, the next thing that you are going to do, each member in your group is responsible to have at least, I'm sorry, not each member, let me back up, I'm sorry. The group itself, you must create at least a minimum of 4 to 5 thought-provoking questions that you want to have posted on the discussion post. You will be making that post. So definitely make sure that you have those 4 to 5 questions. And actually what will happen is you will send those questions to me. I will make the initial post, and then your classmates will respond to your initial questions. Now, each member of the group, whether it's 2 people or 3 people, each member of the group must submit individually a 3 to 4 page synopsis of the research that you've done individually on that topic that you presented. All right. And when you're writing that synopsis, you must follow APA formatting, which means that you need to have a cover page and you need to have a reference page. The reference page is not counted in that 3 to 4 page limit. So page number 1 is going to be your cover page. Pages 2, 3, and 4 are going to be your information. And then the 5th page, of course, will be your reference. So that's why I said the reference page is not counted in that 3 to 4 page count. There was going to be an information sheet posted that will have all this information written out for you. There will be a checklist at the bottom of that page to kind of guide you through to make sure that people, or that you have done everything that needs to be done to meet this assignment requirement. Now, don't get all excited, y'all, because I can see folks scratching their heads. I see folks rolling their eyes. I even heard somebody smack their lips, and that's okay. But let me help you understand something. You are definitely going to be having time to do this research and the recordings. All of your research for this project is going to be done in the beginning of the semester, not at the end, because throughout the semester, each week there's going to be a different topic that's going to be presented. So you will have time in the beginning of the semester to do all of this research. So week number 1 of the semester, we're going to be just kind of introducing ourselves to one another, looking at how we're going to determine our groups that we're working with, and just talking a little bit, or just exploring a little bit about our thoughts on race, class, and gender. Week number 2 in the semester is we're going to be looking at the isms oh, I just forgot the word, privilege in society. I'm sorry, y'all. Don't judge me. But we're looking at isms and privilege. By the isms, you'll see what I'm talking about when you go into that module. Weeks number 3, 4, and 5. That's your research time, good people. That's the time for you to do your research, time to write your synopsis, and time to do your video presentation. All of this will be laid out for you on the course calendar. So you will see that, or the course schedule, I should say. So you will see that. One of the things that you will also see in the first week of this course is an opportunity that we could get together for a live chat session. That you can ask questions about this facilitator project. So I'll have some time options available for you all to let me know what works for you, days and times that works for you. And then we'll have a live chat session. Be mindful, good people. I may not be able to meet everybody's needs on a specific day and time, but I will have at least 2 days and time on both of those days that we will be able to have a live chat session. All right, so that is what entails being a student facilitator, working in a group, identifying your topic, identifying your sociological perspective, and then creating your 10 to 15 minute video. Each member of the group must have a 3 to 4 page synopsis of the research that they've done. And each group, the group as a whole, must submit 4 to 5 thought-provoking questions on the research that you have done. All right, good people. I know it sounds like a lot, but trust me, it is definitely doable. All right, so please make sure that you take the opportunity to join me in one of the live chat sessions if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about being a student facilitator. And with that being said, y'all know how I roll. I bid you love, peace, and bacon grease. I'll see you in the live chat, good people.